Happy Tuesday. The word for you today is start early. Start early. You know, in a lot of things go better if we start early. In this particular devotion, it's talking about training children. Proverbs 22, verse 6 says, "Train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it." It's a well-known verse. It's often misunderstood. Let's break this down and see what we can understand from it. First, it says train. A parent's job is to train their children, not necessarily to be their buddy or their best friend. Training sometimes puts you at odds with somebody. Sometimes you don't want to be trained. And sometimes you have to tell a child over and over and over, and it gets frustrating at times. But a parent who really loves their children will take the time to train them. Train a child. Start training when they are young, while they're still pliable and while they'll still listen to you. They get up to a certain age, they might not listen to you. So start young. Start young. Talk to them. Read the Bible. An infant, read the Bible to the infant. You say, well, they can't understand it. You know, their spirit may understand more than you think they can. So read the Bible. A lot of mothers sing or hum to their children while their children are still in the womb. And studies have shown that child can tell the mother's voice and even sometimes the songs. Train a child in the way he should go. In the way he should go. There's a couple parts to this. The first thing is God created each of us. He hardwired each of us for certain tasks, for certain things. Some of us are more athletic. Some of us are more creative. Some of us are more artistic. Some of us are more hands-on. Some of us use our heads more. We all have different ways that we function best. And a smart parent will study his child and see where their strengths are. You have a child who is very brainy, very smart, but not very coordinated physically. Don't try to make an Olympic star out of them. It'd be frustration for the child and for you. Help them develop in those areas where they're already strong in. Watch them. If they have anger issues, if they have social issues, then deal with them. Help them with that. Train them in the way he should go. Train him how he's hardwired. Some people need to work by themselves. Other people do better in groups. So train them in the way he should go, how he's hardwired. And the second part of that is, in the way he should go, point him to God. Point them to God. You don't give your kids a choice whether to brush their teeth or whether to go to the doctor when they're sick, do you? I hope you don't. You say, yeah, brush your teeth. Why? Because it's good for you. We're going to go see the doctor. Why? Because you're sick and you're not going to get well unless we get some medicine. Well, the same way, why should we gamble with their eternity? Children will eventually become young adults and they will make their own decision about what they're going to do with God. They will. But what we can do is we can teach them the truth so that they can make an informed decision and they can be prepared for when God calls them. Train a child in the way he should go. When he is old, he will not turn from it. The Proverbs are a list of principles, not necessarily promises. What Proverbs says is, if you will do this, then this will most likely happen. Not always a guarantee. It's not always a guarantee. Now, if we train our children the way they're to go, and we tell them about the Lord and his love for them, there's a much better chance that when he calls, they will listen and they will respond to him in a positive way than if we just said, well, I'm just going to let them choose whatever they want to choose. I don't want to influence them. Oh, they're going to be influenced, believe me. The world will influence them. There's a lot of people out there that will do the influencing. So you're going to influence them, you're going to train them the right way, or you're going to let somebody else lead them whatever direction they want to lead them. Sometimes parents are like this man. He was an army sharpshooter, and he was visiting a small town, and he noticed these bull's eyes all around town. And there were, every time he saw a bullseye, there were shots right smack dab in the middle of the bullseye. And he's going, man, we've got some really good shooters around here. And so he started inquiring as who the shooter was or who the shooters were, that all these all these bullseyes. He said, he found this one guy who was the one who'd been doing it, and he said, I'm a pretty good shot, but I'm not that good. He says, what's your secret? He says, it's not hard at all. He said, I shoot first and then I draw the circles later. Well, sometimes what we do as parents is we let the kids grow up and then we try to draw the circles. But by then they're going to be making their own decisions. By then it's too late to have that influence on them, or it's a lot harder to have the influence on them. So start early. Maybe you're expecting a child right now. Talk to that child, sing to that child, pray with that child before the child's even born. You say, but I didn't start early. Okay, we'll start now. Start now. My kids are grown and gone. I have grandkids. I have great-grandkids. You know what? You pray for them. Pray for your kids, your grandkids, your great-grandkids. The best thing is to start early, but the worst thing is to never start. So start today, wherever you are in that relationship with your kids and your grandkids. Start where you are right now and pray for them. Train them if you have that opportunity. The way they should go, study them. Watch them, see where their strengths are, where their weaknesses are, so that when God calls them, they know who it is talking to them. Have a good day.